G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about volcanic rounds and how you can keep 24/7 uptime of this. It is broken as hell. Pretty sure it's going to be fixed, but I mean there's no real reason it should be. It's just that certain mods and legendary gear take advantage of this to no end. Now what we're actually looking at is Feed the Flames particularly, as well as volcanic rounds. Those kind of two skills are non-swappable. You can't do anything about it in this build because you need both in order to make this happen, particularly Feed the Flames. All right, so for the mods, what we're talking about here is bullet absorption. So you absolutely need that. Feed the Flames replenishes 33% of ammo in your magazine whenever you use the skill. So whenever you use it and hit an enemy, let's say it's just one at the moment, you get 33% of your mags back, or your ammo back into your mag. So just imagine you're using a machine gun with 100 rounds, you're getting 33 rounds back into your mag. So it's kind of a no-brainer, but here's where it gets really crazy. If you use this in conjunction with Flame Grasper, Feed the Flames enables absorption of 2 additional targets. That's 33% times 2. So we're talking about 99, might as well call it what it is, 100% ammo replenishment in your mag. Now, here's the killer. In order for this to work effectively, you really need to use it on an LMG. You can use it on anything else, assault rifles, shotguns, no worries, but you've got to be more careful of when you're reloading and how you're going about doing that. If you're in the heat of a battle and you're using an LMG like I am with 150 rounds currently, you can basically mitigate the need to worry where you're up to in your mag. You can just hit that ammo replenishment and boom, back to 100%. And that's how you keep volcanic rounds up 100% of the time. You don't need to worry about anything else. There are other things you can potentially do. For example, you can use Volcanic Rounds mod, the extra mag. The skill is effective for 1 additional magazine before triggering the cooldown. Now, this is probably only important if you're running shotguns or ARs. If you're running an LMG, you really don't need this. I use this for safety, and that's the only reason. So let's say I've hit it at the wrong point, or I've done something stupid and weird and I've reloaded by accident. At least I've got that take 2 on the skill to get another whole mag ready to go. As soon as that one's replenished, obviously it's going to go on cooldown immediately, but at least it gives you that oops, I've made a mistake kind of element before hitting Feed the Flames. I know what a lot of people are thinking. I don't have the legendary tier 3 mod, so this build won't work. It's not exactly true. There's a tier 1 mod that is basically almost the same thing. Wide grip affects 1 more enemy. So instead of 1, you have 2. Now, keep in mind, that's only 66%. It's not the 100%. So if you're using a shotgun or an AR, you've got to be extra careful on your cooldowns. You can basically still use this on an LMG and get the same results about having 100% uptime on volcanic rounds. However, you do have to be a lot more careful. You can't just have your finger down on the trigger. Doesn't matter how well you aim or the rest of it. Sure, you can have the crits do not consume ammo for burning, like I was saying earlier, but it's not worth having on this build. You're losing a lot of damage. I'm losing a lot of damage. I need to change it, so I don't suggest that anyone else does the same thing. But just keep in mind, you can use this mod until you get the tier 3 mod with the 100% return for ammo, but it's really up to you. If you don't want to go down this road using Feed the Flames, then volcanic builds are actually quite hard to pull off because that uptime is incredibly limited and your damage changes considerably. I'll quickly go through the other mods that I've got on my gear. It's not really the purpose of this video, but just for people to actually see what I'm kind of doing in these tier 15 runs. I'm basically been going not impressed, 25% reduced damage by elites. I'm going protection from the flames, armor resistance, 10%, 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Absolutely huge. 60,000 armor, another 30% resistances. I feel like it's a no-brainer. The volcanic rounds weakness, again, no brainer. Feed the flames, absolutely necessary, like we've spoken about. Volcanic rounds for safety, reforging bullets, critical shots on enemies with burn doesn't consume ammo. Considering that you have volcanic rounds up 100% of the time and always inflicting burn, every single crit hit that you do will not consume ammo. Now, the problem with this having this on, because you're actually losing damage, this is another safety mod that I use. So again, if I'm doing something stupid and weird and not watching my cooldowns or hitting reload like I was saying, at least I have that extra time for my mag not to be completely destroyed. So again, reforging bullets can pretty much be dropped and the extra mag be dropped for more DPS. There is huge options there. Feed the Flames enables absorption of 2 additional targets. We spoke about that. Personal Space grants 15% bonus to close range weapon damage. This one is hit and miss. Realistically, you'd want this and 8% close range on the actual mod, like not the mod, but the actual item itself of what they've rolled with. I'm still chasing gloves in this instance, so I've got long range. My boots is basically the same emergency stance golem. When I take golem off, I die. So that was the difference between the build working and the build not working. There are other defensive things. You can do mitigation as well, but I found Golem to work the best. 65% reduced damage when you drop under 30% HP. Considering it procs often enough for it to be worthwhile, I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of Golem unless I work out something with weapon life leech a bit better, but at the moment I'm not moving my nodes. I like everything how it is. Phantom dash to basically jump through enemies if you get stuck. We've all been stuck between enemies and rocks and small objects on the ground. It's quite annoying. I hate it. I thought about getting rid of this to go more DPS. So realistically, I'm losing about 70-80% damage, which is absolutely monstrous. But if I can still tier silvers, 15s, and some golds, I'm happy with that at the moment. I don't think I really want to change this build. Obviously, it's not fully optimized with the mods, but that's how I run it. And it's effective. It works fantastic. And basically, that's it. What you've all come to see, the actual build in action. Let's check it out. There's no point showing people tier 10s and 12s and whatever. So we're jumping straight into tier 15s. We're obviously not going to do the full run. The purpose of this video is just to make it short and sweet to show the build in action and to show what volcanic rounds can do with 100% uptime. There's really no need to change different weapons. I'm going to keep my LMG on 100% of the time. The other AR is really not worth it. So what I've done is I go straight into volcanic rounds, pump away, ash wave, and off I go. So basically I just use it to dot up enemies and constantly run. 120 still left in the chamber. $60, $50, back to 150. So I use Feed the Flames and we're back to 150. I really enjoy the short and sweet kind of videos. There's really no need to go over the full builds and everything. However, if you do wish to see the full build, full tier 15 gold runs in action, feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know what you want to see. I'll do it to the best of my ability to show that the VR builds can make gold quite easily with volcanic rounds up 100% of the time. If this video helped you in any way, feel free to leave your like, subscribe to the channel to not miss any future Outrider videos. Leave your comments below if you want to see something different, anomaly builds, VR builds, something completely left field. I've got a lot of gear already built up with almost perfect rolls, so I definitely have that flexibility. And I do want to try something other than VR now that I've been playing constantly since launch. So it's definitely up for discussions. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.